Hey, welcome to That Shit Was Poetic, where we touch on all things poetic, like music, poetry, art, movies, quotes, and famous poets. I'm your host, Nikki. So let's get into it. Hey, everyone. Hope you all are having a great week. I'm glad to be meeting you again on this Friday. I look forward to being able to share this podcast with y'all every Friday. I so look forward to it. And thank you for following and listening to me. But I want to share with you all. I read online there are stones that correlate with your birth sign, your astrological sign. And my sign, my stone that goes with my sign is a labradorite. A labradorite. I really don't know how to pronounce it, but I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. It says that I'm talkative, playful, and always down to go with the flow. Gemini may exhibit a lot of personality types, which is very true. The uniting of energy of a labradorite plate can help to connect the many dimensions of faceted personality. And it goes on to tell you, a perfect place where you should place the stone to help, connect better with your energy. And I want you guys to look up what is your stone that goes with your astrological sign. Look it up and maybe try to get that stone to see if it, can connect with your energy and, what do you feel after having that stone in your presence. I want everyone to try that. And, if you don't believe in, things like that, then it's fine. It's okay. But it's something interesting that I thought was a good idea to try. But again, I want everyone to, at least try it. If you don't want to do it, it's cool. But I wanted to read something for you all, and it's a poem that I wrote. I wrote it back in 2012, and I ran across it because I was looking through my poems, and I was like, where's my old stuff? You know how you go digging and searching and, just trying to find that something that you were looking for and you can't find it. So I went searching through, my phone, my emails. I went searching through everything and just trying to find old poems, I went searching through pictures as well. And I found a lot of different pictures yesterday that some I was like, oh, those are nice. And some I was like, you need to delete these. But this poem, I'm going to go ahead and read for you all. It's untitled. I didn't have a title for this poem. Sometimes I just start writing and I don't think of titles. So here goes. The unjust gratifies my inner suppressed thoughts, laying beneath my beating heart, filled with despair and unsure doubts. Questions crowding my only empty space. I'm confused. When did all this take place? The field of crowded feelings. Let's run into arms wide, taking my moving soul and holding it. Though it trembles and jerks when you hold back, full force with falling fears of you backtracking. Let's not pretend any longer. Take your hand and feel my beat. The motion transpires through your veins. Felt the rapture slowly and reacted. Through the emotions of my highs and lows, a taste of what's to come. So that's a poem I did back in 2012. And I don't even know what I was experiencing or what I was thinking at the time. But I feel like maybe, I was dealing with someone and wanting to share, my thoughts and my inner feelings with that person and wanting them to feel the same, wanting them to reciprocate the same feeling. So it sounds like, I was just kind of hesitant to let them know what I was thinking. But whoever had that feeling of, you have a certain feeling about someone, but you're a little hesitant to tell them how you're feeling, share your thoughts with them, not, you're really kind of afraid, or maybe not even afraid, but just, you don't know if it's the right time to express how you're feeling. You're always waiting for that right time. Whoever has that feeling. I know a lot of people have that feeling. I know somebody is, maybe going through it right now, but it's never a right time. I'm just going to say it. It's never a right time. Life is too short. You don't know if you wake up and see the person the next day. So just live in your truth. Just express how you feel. And if the feeling is not reciprocated, then obviously that is not the right person for you. Or even in a friendship, express how you feel. If those, just get those feelings out, and I'm telling you, you'll be a lot better. You'll feel a lot more free. Just get it out. You all want to hear something really funny? So a couple weeks ago, I don't remember exactly how many weeks ago, but I put out there into the universe that I wanted a new mic for my podcast. And God has blessed me. He blessed two beautiful people to bless me with a microphone. And not only did I get one microphone, but I got two microphones, you all. I mean, two. So when I say that, putting that energy out there into the world, manifesting and believing in it, and just, being very intentional about your thoughts and the words that you say. Because when they come through, they come through. So I got two dope mics that I was blessed with from two beautiful people. And I've been trying to get them hooked up, but I haven't been able to get them hooked up quite yet. But I know that that's coming soon. And they're both two different types of mics. So one is I'm able to travel with, I can pack it up and go. And the other one I can set up on my desk and, record for you guys. But I just wanted to let you all know, like, put those thoughts out there. If it's something that you want to do in life, or something that you're trying to do, if it's a goal that you're trying to reach, manifest it, put it out there, be intentional, believe in it, pray over it, and watch how it comes back to you. So I just want to shout out those two wonderful people in my life who were able to bless me. Thank you so much. We're going to take a very short break, but we'll be right back. So stay tuned. I want to ask you all a question. If your life was a novel, what would it be called? Think about that for a second. If your life was a novel, what would it be called? There was a time where I wanted to write a book of poetry, of different poems that I wrote, and I wanted that book to be called Closed Eyes, Open Heart. I even went and had a tattoo, put on with that title. But that title, basically what it meant to me was, a lot of the times when I'm sleeping or when I'm laying down, my eyes are closed, is when thoughts come into my mind, especially when I wanted to write. And I felt like my heart was open at the time when you're resting. A lot of the times I feel like you're a lot more vulnerable when you're laying down, because you're basically laying down with yourself, your thoughts, everything that's going on within you. And your heart is full, your heart is open. So that's the reason why I wanted to name my book Closed Eyes, Open Heart. And I still may, you know, get that out there. It's on my bucket list of things to do. But it's not a novel. It was a book of poetry. And I want to ask you all, if your life was a novel or a book about anything, what would that book be called? You can, download the Anchor app and leave a comment there. Or you can go onto Instagram and leave a comment under my post, because I'll be posting there as well. And you can leave your comment there. I really want to hear you all, what your thoughts are on this. There's a quote that I would like to read to you all, and it's by Muji, a Jamaican spiritual teacher. And the quote goes, "Feelings are just visitors. Let them come and go." I really like that quote, and I wanted to resonate with you all and remember that you can go through different kinds of feelings, your emotions inside, but don't let it stay. Live in the moment, allow it to, process. You can release it. You can express your emotions. You can express your feelings. You can express your thoughts, but don't let it stay. If there's something that you need to get out, release it. I wanted to share with you all, if you are listening to me, whatever streaming service you're listening to me on, it will be in Anchor, it will be a little different. If you're listening to me on another platform outside of Anchor, it will be a little bit different. Like inside the Anchor app, you'll be able to hear, the music that I share with you all, the songs that I play, on my small breaks. And if you're listening to me on another streaming platform, you won't be able to hear those songs. But it doesn't matter what streaming platform you're on. Share it with your friends, share it with your family. If it's something that you feel like, they will get from listening to my podcast, that's great. So thanks for tuning in to That Shit Was Poetic. I'm your host, Nikki, and tune in every Friday for new episodes. To check out our old episodes, follow That Shit Was Poetic on all streaming services, Spotify, Google, or download the Anchor app to listen and leave a comment or voice message. To be featured in our podcast, email thatshitwaspoetic@gmail.com or follow us on IG, That Shit Was Poetic, and DM us. Thank you for tuning in.